Okay, keep writing all the formulas which you know. We'll revise all the formulas. All subjects, everyone. Keep writing all the formulas quick. It's completed. Shall we start? Okay. We'll start from 6th standard. Okay, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Okay, 11th, 12th. Okay, ready? So first, exponent. Write down the formula for a to the power of m into a to the power of n is equal to how much? Even if you know it's a to the power of m plus n. Next, a to the power of m divided by a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m minus n. Next, a to the power of m bracket to the power of n. This will be equal to a to the power of m into n. A to the power of m into n. Next, a to the power. Just give me that. A to the power of, write down. A to the power of minus m is equal to a to the power of minus m is equal to 1 by a to the power of m. Okay, next. You can write reciprocal also. Then what else is a to the power of 0. Anything to the power of 0 is 1. Good. That's it. Fine. Basic. Now, what is the link between these formulas and formulas in 11th and 12th? For example, in 11th you have a chapter called as differentiation. Correct? And in 12th you have a chapter called as integration. Okay, now why you find it this difficult? Because in 6th or 7th or 8th, you didn't do these chapters properly. Okay, now for example, if I ask you root x into root x. Okay, so the base is same. So x to the power of 1 by 2 plus x to the power of 1. Okay, now same thing. If I want to differentiate, what is the differentiation of root x?
1 by 2 root x.
1 by 2 root x. Okay, again, what is the differentiation of this? 1 by 2 root x. But here you should apply UV method in differentiation. But I am just telling you, if 6 and 7, you will find differentiation integration difficult in your higher standards. Okay. See what happens. There are two standards. One is 6th, another is 9th. Till 5th standard, everyone will be gold medalist. Okay, just go and check your report card. Your parents will be proud. They will say that my son or daughter is rank 1 in LKG. Okay, then in first standard he was rank 2. In second standard, as the standard is going increasing, your rank also increase with that number. Yes or no? So by the time you came in 10th, you were 10th in rank, but from the end. Yes or no? Not from the beginning. These are the two standards, 6th and 9th. This is called as river and this is flooded river. Do you understand? So, here in 6th standard, for the first time in your life, you will have algebra in your life. Algebra, x plus x is 2x, x into x is x square. I had some students here, okay, I gave one problem like this. I know like this, x plus a divided by a is equal to 5. Then I gave something like that. What is the value of x? There is another 50% of question, I am not giving you that. What is the value of x? Immediately the answer came, sir, 5. Okay, it was miracle. I went and checked the notes. What they did, A and A cancel. Like this happens. Mistakes they do it. Why? Because here the teacher was not, taking care of you, or either you were shy to ask any questions. So from here your declining starts. The moment you go to 9th standard, you will have polynomials like this: x plus y to the power of whole cube. What is the formula?
X cube plus
Write down the algebra's formulas. A plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Next, a minus b the whole square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. The same thing now for a plus b the whole cube.
A square plus
A cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Okay. Now here you have varieties. You can take 3 common, a common, b common, then a minus b. So till 9th standard, you will have these few formulas in algebras. Okay. Now what happens in 11th standard? You have binomial theorem. You know that? There is a chapter called as binomial theorem. So in binomial theorem, you have to do this. Fine. So coming back to this. Okay. If you miss algebra in 6th, in 9th standard, you will have polynomials. You will find it very difficult. And in 10th standard, you will have some group of friends. Very interesting peer groups. That means with same mentality, there will be some group of friends. You will eat lunch together, tiffin box, share together. Okay, like that. These students will decide after 10th, I will never touch maths. Okay, they will not listen to their parents. After 10th, enna panna? Maths venanda romba kastam. It's very difficult. So I will not take maths. Why? Because they didn't do 6th and 9th maths properly. Okay? And in 11th, in 12th, they will take commerce, and one day they will aim to become an army officer or air force or navy, and now they will try NDA. They will ask people like me, sir, I want to become NDA officer, but I am a commerce student. It's difficult. Why? Because you missed the boat. Okay, you have missed the mathematics. So that's the reason. The first point is formulas, and after that you have to move ahead. Okay na? Chalo. Next. After exponents, algebra, we have done it. Next, what formulas you have? Okay, write down. Speed is equal to distance covered by time taken. What is the unit? Kilometer per hour. Otherwise, meter per second. Okay, upstream and downstream. You know that formula? Yes. If the downstream speed is u and upstream speed is v. Okay, so sorry, if the speed of the boat is u and speed of the stream is v, downstream will be u plus v by 2. Okay, now upstream it will be u minus v by 2. You have one more chapter called as profit and loss. Yeah, what is the formula for profit? SP minus CP. What is SP? And what is CP? Cost price. Loss, CP minus SP. Next, what is the formula for profit percentage? Profit by CP into 100. Next, what is the formula for loss percentage? Loss by. Do you understand? So these are the 4 formulas that plays an important role in profit and loss, comparing the quantities. Completed? Next, interest. You have simple interest. The formula is PRT divided by 100. P is principal or principal? Which one? And what is this second one?
Headmaster.
Okay, give me some example of principal.
In our life,
Maths mein? Example. Okay, then Newton's three laws. Okay, fine. So here there is a scientist. You know what happened? He wanted to design a balloon. Okay, he filled that balloon with air. The balloon is not going up. Then he realized in air you have carbon dioxide, oxygen, hydrogen, helium, so many things. Then he decided, chalo, I will do experiment on each and every gases. He did lot of experiment, and then he got an information. This gas is very useful. This can take my balloon very high. Before aeroplanes were invented. Okay. So what he did, he took a very big balloon. That balloon will be size of an aeroplane. Okay. That big balloon had that gas inside it. And here there was some rope, and here there was a stand, like people can stand like a small stage. Hardly 5 or 10, imagine. And now this balloon will float and it will go from one place to other. This was the first time, people tried flying in air. Okay, everything was going on smooth. Suddenly one day what happened? This balloon, it blasted, it caught fire, and it met with accident. After that, the scientists or the world decided not to use this balloon. Now the question here is, which gas, who is the scientist there, and what is that related to principle? Okay, the answer is, the gas used is hydrogen. What is that? Very useful gas. And the person who did this experiment, studying about the gases, his name is, wait a minute, Moksha Didi another? Tell loudly. What did I tell you last class? Charles. Is it Charles or Charles? Charles. Remember, don't do that mistake. Come in quick. So this is Charles. Now those who are in 11th, chemistry or physics, you will have a chapter called as gas. There you will have Boyle's law and Charles' law. But PV is equal to what?
MRT.
PV is equal to MRT, correct? NRT. Okay, next. Pressure, volume, temperature, yes or no? Okay, so this is how Charles' law. Charles did some experiment. Okay, he did some experiment, and then he gave an idea. देखो, volume बढ़ रहा है तो temperature बढ़ेगा, direct proportion. Okay, something like that. So those are in 11th. You will have this Charles' law, Boyle's law, and ideal gas equation. This is the story behind it. Okay, so can I say Charles gave this principle? Do you understand? Principle means some set of rules that you should follow. Next, amount is equal to principal plus interest. Next formula. Next, compound interest formula. Amount is equal to principal 1 plus r by 100 to the power of n. Okay, so this is the formula for the compound interest. Now it depends on your questions how you are going to use the formulas. Got it? Next. Next chapter, which one you have? Okay, take down. You have a chapter called as HCF and LCM. So here you should remember greater, maximum, highest. Okay, like this word will be used in your question. That time what you are going to find? HCF. What you are going to find? HCF. Next. Least, minimum, then you can say smallest or something like that. What is the smallest number to be added to this number so that it is divided by 7, something like that. Okay, so do you understand HCF and LCM? This is how you are going to first identify. Read the question, identify. Sometimes they will not ask greater, maximum, highest, something like that. Okay, the question is like this. They will give you the dimension of the room, the length and the breadth of a rectangle. What is the maximum length that a ladder can be designed? Okay, so maximum means what you are going to find? HCF. Okay, remember like this. Now here you have a formula. HCF into LCM is equal to first number into second number. This is in your 10th standard, correct? Yes, you have it now?
sir.
You have it or not?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
You have it, take it down. See, don't consider that I am in 10th, so I will not write the formulas of 9th. Don't do that mistake. Okay. I am in 11th, I already passed 12th, so I am not going to write this formula. These formulas will be haunting you till your life. You got the point? Fine. HCF into LCM is equal to the first number into second number. Okay, see now how the questions will be asked here. Imagine this is 4 roads and here there are 4 signals. Okay? Here there are 4 signals. Now the question is signal 1 is glowing at 12 seconds, signal 2 at 15 seconds, then you have 20 seconds and then you have 25 seconds. There are 4 signals which glows after every 12 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds and 25 seconds. So what time all the signals will glow together? Like this question they will ask you. So what you should do? You have to find LCM. You have to find the LCM. Okay, next. Suppose if instead of the signals they will ask you, there is a school. In the school bell rings after 12 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Okay, the school started at 8 a.m. The school started at 8 a.m. At what time all the bell will ring together? That means there may be a lunch break or the school may get over. Okay, so like this, that time we will use what? LCM. Okay. Now HCF is maximum. How much I can have maximum in books and library, something like that. Okay. Next, average. Average. Here in average, maximum, you have to keep this concept in mind: mixture and alligation. Mixture and alligation. Mixture and alligation. Okay, look at this now. The question is like this. In a class, okay, listen to the question carefully. In a class, there are 20% of boys and there are 15% of girls. Okay, on an average, or you can say 20 boys passed, 20% of boys passed, 15% of the girls passed. On an average, okay, we have 50% of the students in the class. Find the number of boys or the ratio of boys, something like that. So I am considering one big picture, that is what? Class. Inside class, who are there? Boys are there and girls are there. I am comparing boys and girls with the class average. So whenever I am comparing the average, that time what you have to use? Mixture and alligation. Now 20 minus 50 is how much? 30. Write down 30 here, don't write down here. Now 50 minus 15 is how much? 35. So 35 is to 30. So this is boys and this is girls. So B by G is equal to 35 by 30. Can I reduce this? 5 sevens are 5 six are. So the boys are in the ratio 7 and the girls are the ratio in 6. Okay, so average, one important concept. Okay. Next concept, and see. This is, you can say, in 6th standard. I am talking in terms of the 6th standard. Sir, I am in 9th or I am in 10th. I am trying for Agnipath. I am trying for, Sainik School, RMS, or I am trying for NDA. Sir, can this question be asked in NDA? That is the question. I completed 12th, but is this formula useful for me? Yes. Okay, because in 10th standard, do you have a chapter called statistics? In 11 do you have statistics? 12 do you have statistics? It is nothing but average. Okay, statistics में हम क्या करते हैं? Cumulative frequency. Do you find it? Right. So what is cumulative frequency? Add the first 2 columns, then write the ratio, a value, then keep doing it. So statistics. Now what happens in statistics? You have 2 things, that is mean and median and mode. Have you heard this?
Yes, sir.
So those are here in 6th and 7th and 9th. Okay, your future is this. Okay, mean, median and mode. So try to understand and study. Don't by heart. So what is mean? Mean is nothing but average. Mean is nothing but average. Now the question will be like this. For Sainik School, imagine. Okay, Sainik School, Agnipath, RMS, okay, afcat or some other exam, CDS, they'll ask you a question like this. In a class, there are 5 students. The average, the mean height is 162, 163, something like that. The mean, they are going to use the word called as Mean. So mean means which chapter? Average. Mean means what? Average. So you have to take the average. You understand? So now, apart from this, now imagine you don't have the concept. Sir, I don't understand average and mean. You will suffer in a chapter called as series. Those who are in 11th, have you seen this chapter? Yes. When you see this chapter in 11th and try to do the questions, this word in your dream, it looks like this. Yes or no? Because here in series you have AP, GP and HP. This is not Hindustan Petroleum. Okay. This is harmonic progression. What is that? Harmonic progression. Arithmetic progression, geometric progression and harmonic progression. Harmonic progression is not there in your 11th and 12th standard. It is not there in your NCERT. But it is there in all the competitive examination. Okay. But now if you are writing CET and if you are writing NDA and if you are writing JEE, mains, advanced and all, okay, this is one step more. What they do, they will ask you a question like this. The series 1 by 1 factorial plus 1 by 2 factorial plus 1 by 3 factorial dash dash, something like this. The question will be like this, and from here they will ask you the mean. Okay, the arithmetic mean and the arithmetic progression and geometric progression, the mean of this is something. So they are using which word here? Mean. So you should use the average concept. Okay, the average of the arithmetic progression of the series and geometric progression of the series will be this. Then you have to go forward. समझ में आया? 6th standard का average से we are going to NDA level mean, AP, GP or JE level mean. Okay. Next, ratio and proportion. Look at this. A is to B is equal to C is to D. If I multiply A and C, I can say A and C. What I will multiply next? B into D. Next, if I write like this, A is to B, B is to C. Now tell me, what happens?
A is to B.
No, I did wrong this one.
Sir, A to D.
A into D, right? Yeah. This should be A into D and this should be B into C. Look at this now. B into B is what? B square. A into C is what? AC. So what formula did I get here? B square is equal to AC. Okay. Now suppose if this AC comes to left hand side, what happens? B square minus AC. Yes or no? Okay, how many of you seen this formula in, ratio and proportion? We have done it. Correct? Now see, slowly in 6th standard and 7th standard you have ratio and proportion. Okay. Now I will take you to the 11th standard, 12th standard and how questions are asked in afcat, NDA and all. B square minus AC is equal to 0. Can I write it like this? Right. Now if I talk in terms of quadratic equation. Okay, what is this? AX square plus BX plus C is equal to 0. Quadratic equation. Have you heard a concept called as discriminant? Discriminant B square minus 4AC. Now there are three conditions. Is equal to 0, greater than 0, less than 0. Equal to 0, greater than 0, less than 0. And now those who are in 10th standard, you will have this for the first time in your life. Correct? In 10th standard. But the condition is this B square minus 4AC will be equal to 0, otherwise greater than 0. Do you understand? This will never be less than 0 for those who are in 10th standard. समझ में आ रहा है? Now you are doing questions और आपको you got minus 5. B square minus 4AC is what? Minus 5. So what does it mean? Those who are in 10th standard, at your stage you have done wrong. Keep this in mind. But in 11th standard, you will study this also. 10th standard basics. In 11th, what happens? You have inequalities. You know that? Linear inequalities, quadratic equation inequalities. This is one thing. Then alpha and beta. These are the two roots. Yes or no? Alpha roots and beta roots. So there is a formula for alpha root. What is that? B square
minus B plus
no.
root of B square minus 4AC by
Minus B?
plus or minus.
No. That is X formula. That is X formula.
Beta is equal to minus B by A, alpha into beta is equal to
Minus B by A. Yeah. Summation of the roots and product of the roots. B square by 2, B by 2 a, C by a, correct. Okay, so this is what I am talking. See, listen here. Algebra is a little confusing. So I was here in this B square is equal to AC, correct? B square is equal to AC. Now I can go back to average chapter also. This I can take it as the average. Depends on the question. Next, I think in GP you will have this, right? Geometric progression, you will have the same formula. The ratio of the second term and the first term will always be constant. Okay. Now look at this. AX square plus BX plus C is equal to 0. A should not be equal to 0. This is quadratic equation. Correct or not?
Yes.
Okay, this is quadratic equation. Now in this quadratic equation, you have discriminant. What is the value of formula of discriminant? You can say B square minus 4AC. Now here there are three conditions. Is equal to 0, greater than 0, less than 0. This less than 0 is not there for 10 standard students. Because if it is less than 0, you get something minus 1. Now what happens? Those who are in 11th, coming to this. Here you come in 11th. You will directly not study this quadratic equation. You just see the first chapter in 11th will be sets and relation. Okay, then you will have function, then you have trigonometry equation. Okay, then you have heights and distance, triangle. Then you will have a chapter called as complex number. Yes or no? Okay, so I think some of you have finished this complex number. Right, now in complex number you have A plus IB. A is the real part, IB is the imaginary part. This I is called as the imaginary number because now here you have I square, I cube, I to the power of 4. Yes or no? Okay, so यहाँ पे क्या होता है? I is what? Root of minus 1. I square is what? Minus 1. So look at this. If the number, if you are getting in minus something like that, that time only you will understand what is complex number. So after 10th, if your this basics are strong, then in 11th you will study what will happen if B square minus 4AC is minus 1, minus 5, minus 7, something like that. You will study complex number. Do you understand? Like this. समझ में आ रहा है? Okay. So this is one thing. Okay. Complex number is there. Okay. Now here in quadratic equation you have roots. How many roots do you have for quadratic equation?
2 roots.
If it is equal to 0, then any roots and if it is greater than 0.
Equal to 0 means 2 roots. Greater than 0 means?
More than 2 roots.
No. Greater than 0 means?
The quadratic equation you can only have 2 roots.
Wait a minute. You have no. If discriminant is equal to 0, then your conditions are applied. Okay, I am talking about roots here. This is alpha roots and beta root. Okay. Now here you have alpha plus beta and then you have alpha into beta. Okay. This also you will study in 10th standard. Okay. So adding the roots alpha and beta like this. Then in 11th standard what happens? The questions will be like this. Okay. For example, the question will be like this. Alpha cube plus beta cube is equal to root 17 by 2 and alpha beta is equal to 5 by 7. Find alpha plus beta. Find alpha plus beta. Like this they will ask you. So now how to find it? See, going back to the 9th standard. In 9th standard you have a formula that is a plus b the whole cube is equal to what? A cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Yes or no? Now a and b is nothing but alpha and beta. So here alpha cube plus beta cube matlab this and this is given. Okay, so this one and this one is given. Okay, alpha beta is given. Look at this. Alpha into beta 5 by 7. Okay, here you have to manipulate, put it. And finally, you get some answer which is whole to the power of 3. You have to take cube root, then you get the answer alpha plus beta. That's it. Okay, but this is the least easiest question which I have explained. In NDA, they will not ask like this. They will ask you something. Alpha to the power of 7 plus beta to the power of 7. How much? Some formulas, direct. Okay. So what I am trying to say, in 10th standard, if your quadratic equation is weak, in 11th you will find it difficult. Why? Because you will not understand alpha kidhar se aaya, beta kidhar se aaya, and unfortunately NCERT has decided to delete all these chapters. What NCERT is telling, 10th standard students don't study quadratic equation. Don't study what? quadratic equation. Now students are happy. Okay, 10th standard students are so happy. Wow, quadratic equation ne bach gaya. Okay, now they will come in 11th standard. Imagine. Now in 11th, what happens? The teachers will say, "Dear students, you have already studied this in which standard? 10th standard." This is what has happened the whole life, right? Yeah. So now the 11th standard students, they won't get time to prepare, but ये difficult होते जाता है. ठीक है? Next. So ratio and proportion over average, time, distance, speed, profit and loss. Next, area will do it. Okay. What is area of square? Side square. Area of rectangle. Length into breadth or length into height? Length into breadth. Okay, next. Area of trapezium.
half into base into height.
Half into?
A plus B.
Yes. बताओ.
A plus B. Base into A into height.
Base into?
A into height.
Base into A. A मतलब?
And then
Who will tell it? Yes, Shishir, can you tell me? What is the formula for area of trapezium? Area of? Sum of? Half into sum of parallel side into height. So what is happening right now? 90% of the students are not able to tell the trapezium formula. What does it mean? You don't know the formula. That's why maths is difficult, and it's difficult to pass this exam. That's it. Okay? Idea. You don't know how the trapezium looks like. Can anyone tell me example of trapezium?
one pair of parallel sides and
Which side? Can I say this table is trapezium shape? Then give me an example of trapezium shape.
सर इसमें दो एक pair of parallel sides होता है और
अच्छा इधर देखो. अभी ये देखो. ये एक wheel है. This is one wheel and this is one wheel. Imagine they are of the same diameter. Okay, pens down. Look here. I am not asking you to draw the diagram. Look here. Okay, so मैंने क्या किया? ये जो wheel है ना, okay, two wheel. एक यहाँ पे मैंने एक rod लगा दिया. लंबा सा एक rod fix कर दिया. Okay, यहाँ पे I just fixed it. Okay, now what I do? Here I take a small rod. Okay, like this. This is like little bit same, and now I fix another rod here. ठीक है? Now what happens? Suppose ये fix है, but this red one है ना, this red one can rotate, and this red one also can rotate. Now tell me this point and this point, if I keep rotating, what happens to the wheel? What will happen to the wheel? It will move. See here it is fixed. Imagine. Okay, यहाँ पे मैंने इसको fix कर दिया. अब बताओ, मैं इसको pedal जैसा मार रहा हूँ, क्या होगा? What will happen? It will move or not move? It will fly. What will happen? Tell something. It will start moving. So this is how the concept starts. Those who are going to join engineering, you have links and pair. Okay, links and pair. Okay, any engineer here? Have you heard this? Kinematics of machines, right? Links and pairs. Varun Leya, KOM subject la. Ida links and pair. Then you have slider crank mechanism, lathe machine la, right? Okay, so this is what it is. Slider crank mechanism I am explaining. Got it? So if you don't understand trapezium, if imagination is not there, then gone. Now how the questions are asked in your competitive examination? For example, how many of you know Kaju Katli? कौन से शेप में रहता है? Diamond. मेरे हिसाब से I have seen diamond like this. Correct no? काजू कतली ऐसा रहता है? या फिर ऐसा रहता है? Okay, now okay fine. So this looks like काजू कतली. ठीक है, imagine. Okay fine. So now the question is like this. Okay, there is a काजू कतली. I have to divide this काजू कतली and make a laddu because two brothers were fighting that मुझे छोटा काजू कतली मिला, भाई को क्या मिला? बड़ा काजू कतली मिला. So the grandmother decided to dissolve it, मतलब तोड़ दिया गुस्से में. Okay, she broke it and now she is making laddu. Okay, she made laddu and both laddus were equal and she gave it to brothers and two brothers were happy. Now the question is, what is the diameter or the radius of two laddus? Okay, what is the radius of 2 laddus. So now in option, in exam they will give you options like values, some values A, B, C, D. They will not give options like ask grandmother. Okay? You have to put the formulas and then find the answer. Now what is the formula? See, this is diameter 1, diameter 2. Half into D1 into D2 is the area of rhombus. Okay, area of rhombus. Okay, now here what happens, यहाँ पे height आ जाता है. तो अगर height आ गया तो फिर you have to use other formulas, cube, cuboid, volume, chapters. Okay, fine. So ये समझ में आ गया? Fine. So area में, okay, next write down area of triangle. Triangle little bit, we have many types of triangle. Equilateral triangle, root 3 by 4 into side square. Root 3 by 4 into side square.
Sir, Heron's rule.
रुको रुको आ रहा हूँ. Next, right angle triangle. Right angle triangle, half into base into height. I'll be asking anytime this formulas. Okay, take it seriously. Half into base into height. देखो SSB में जिसको recommend होने का होना है या फिर होने के chances ज़्यादा है, ऑफिसर लोग formula mathematics पूछते हैं. One thing you keep in mind, your academics matters a lot. Okay, academics means your studies in 10th and 12th matters a lot to become officer, and in that maths is the most important chapter. Suppose if I want to describe a good leader, the good leader will be very good in mathematics. Abdul Kalam was a good leader. Why? Because he was an aeronautical engineer. He was good in mathematics. समझ में आया? So whether you like it or not, try to take interest in mathematics. Start from the scratch. Zero से start करो, mathematics अच्छा लगेगा. Got the point? Fine. So half into base into height. Next you have, write down Heron's formula. This is there in your 9th standard?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Tanushri, tell me Heron's formula. How मर्द अच्छा? Evaporated? Yes, man.
S is equal to A plus B plus C by 2 root of S minus A, S minus B, S minus C.
Okay, what is this?
Scalene triangle.
Suppose this is 2 and this is 5. All sides are different. So when all sides are different, I call it at which triangle? Scalene triangle. Okay, not isosceles, scalene triangle. ठीक है? So now, what is the area of scalene triangle formula? Root of S into S minus A, S minus B, and then you have S minus C. Now, how to find this S value? A plus B plus C divided by 2. Now imagine this is A, this is B, this is C. Look here, you can, I'll give you time to write. This is angle A. Okay, this is angle A. What is the side opposite to angle A? What is the side opposite to angle A? 5. So this is A is equal to 5. Now this is B, angle B. What is the side opposite to angle B? So B is how much? 2. And can you tell me C now?
7.
Then you will use here and then you will apply. Okay, now higher examinations like income tax, afcat, agnipat, okay, GD or Chinese code, they will ask you perimeter of triangle. ये क्या हो जाएगा? 2S. 2S is equal to A plus B plus C. ऐसा हो जाएगा formulas. Okay, it will keep changing. Got it? And remember, if you don't know the formulas of right angle triangle, equilateral triangle, you can use this. This formula will help you in all the triangles. Got it? Next. After this, you have volume. Okay, tell me what is the formula for volume of cube? Side cube. Okay, volume of cuboid. Length into breadth into height. Okay, next volume of cylinder. Pi r square h. Volume of cone. Pi r cube h, right? No, pi r square h. Cube तो sphere में आएगा. Okay, volume of sphere 4 by 3 pi r cube. Suppose if I use hemisphere, that means 2 by 3 pi r cube. ठीक है? Fine. Now these formulas are there in your 9th standard and 10th standard. Okay. Now if your fundamentals in 9th and 10th is strong, in 11th and 12th it will be very useful. Okay. Why? Have you heard a chapter called as differentiation?
Yes, sir.
Right? अभी डिफरेंशिएशन में क्या होता है देखो, ये है सिस्टम. ओके, सिस्टम लुक्स लाइक दिस. ओके, imagine a cone kind of thing and I am filling water in this. Okay, this cistern is full of water, इधर तक पानी है. Okay, and they have given कि यहाँ पे hole हो गया, there is a hole here, and if there is hole definitely water will come out. Now they will give you the radius, other dimensions, and they will say the height from this to this is so much. Find the total height of the water initially. They can ask you anything. I'm just giving an example. Find the total height of the water initially. So now this system looks like what? Cone, inverted cone. तो हम क्या formula लगाएंगे? Yes. Okay. Now here you have curved surface area, total surface area. Okay. In 9th standard you will have curved surface area, total surface area, something like that. So if your 9 formulas are not strong, you will find it difficult. And one more thing. There are two types of students. Okay, one who like algebra, then you can say number system. Number system means one adding, 1 by root 2 plus 1 by 2, something like that, playing with numbers. Okay, and other student, they like these chapters: area, volume, statistics, probability. समझ में आया ना? This is the most easiest section in mathematics. What is area of rectangle? Length into breadth. What is area of square? Side square. Formula याद हो गया? Students को मजा आता है वो solve करने को. They get the answer. They, at least they pray to God कि if I write formula, I will get 1 mark. Okay, they will pass. So the psychology starts like this. But remember one thing: if you go with these chapters in competitive examination, it is consuming time. You're going to waste your time. Do you understand? So this area, volume. Okay, surface area, total surface, curved surface. Okay, be careful. If this questions comes in your examination, the examiner has decided to consume your time. Understood? So if this kind of questions come, algebra, number system, profit and loss, average, ratio, proportion, thank God that you are going to finish the questions little early. ठीक है? Provided if you know these chapters. Okay, fine. So do you all understand volume, surface, area and all these chapters? Next you have probability and permutation combination. Now we'll slowly move on to the 11th standard. Okay. So the first, okay, trigonometry है क्या ना? 10th का. Okay, trigonometry. Tri means 3 sides of the triangle. Okay. Before solving trigonometry, you should know Pythagoras theorem. Some of the states, some of the schools in some states, they will call this as Pythagoras. Okay, पिता माता वैसा Pythagoras. Okay, समझ में आया? Fine. So, what is the formula for Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse square is equal to one side square plus other side square. This everyone knows it. Okay, and I think in 9th standard you have one more section, how to find the cubes. Okay, or the cube means 3 sides. 2n square, n minus 1, n plus 1, there is one formula. Okay, so you have to find it. Okay, now look at this. Some properties of the right angle triangle. This is right angle triangle. Okay, A, B, C. This is 90 degree, correct? So AC is hypotenuse. AC is what? Hypotenuse. Now suppose if I write like this, 3, 4 and this will be 5. Okay, which is the lengthiest side? Hypotenuse. Always remember hypotenuse will be the lengthiest side. Okay, now 3 plus 4 is how much? 7. Greater than 5 or less than 5? 5 plus 4 is how much?
9.
Greater than 3 or less than 3? Okay, 5 plus 3 how much? 8. Greater than 4 or less than 4? Greater than 4. When you add any two sides of the triangle, it will be always greater than the third side. Property number 1. Next, 5 minus 3?
2.
Greater than or less than 4? Less than. 4 minus 3? 1. Greater than or less than 5? 5 minus 4? 1. Greater than or less than 3? When you subtract any two sides, it will be always less than the third side. Okay. Hypotenuse will be the lengthiest side. Remember this. Now why I am telling you this? Because when you are solving trigonometry chapters, you don't know triangle, you got some values. 5, 4, 3. You got these values. Imagine you got these values. But now you are confused. ये तीनों में से अगर मुझे लिखना है tan theta, cos theta, secant theta, if I want to write, hypotenuse will come. Correct? But what is hypotenuse in these three?
5.
What will be the hypotenuse in this 3? 5. Because the largest side will always be the hypotenuse. Okay. So like this you have to guess it. समझ में आ रहा है सबको? Okay, fine. So ये है basics. Now there are two angles. Okay. You can take angle as theta, alpha, beta, anything. Okay. Now tell me. Okay, I'll give you some 30 seconds. Write down trigonometry formulas in your notebook. Let me see how much you can recall. Basic formula. Start from basic. Sine, cos, tan. Opposite by hypotenuse. Okay, like that. Start doing it. First I'll ask Shreyas. Tejas. Get ready, I'll be asking you. Yes, completed. नोटबुक खोल के नहीं देखना है. Anyone can do that. Yes, Tejas, start telling me.
Sin theta is opposite by hypotenuse, cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse, tan theta is opposite by adjacent, cot theta is adjacent by opposite sides, sec theta is secant theta is hypotenuse by adjacent, cosecant theta is hypotenuse by opposite.
Okay. Tell me tan theta in sums of sine and cos. This will be what? Sin theta by cos theta. Cot theta will be what? Cos theta by sin theta. Secant theta? 1 by cos theta. Cosecant theta? 1 by sin theta. Basic formulas from 10th standard. Okay. Now tell me for sine of a plus b. Wait, yes, Shaman, tell me.
Cos A sin B.
Okay. Nishant, tell me formula for cos of a plus b. Cos A? Tell me, क्या हो गया? Yes.
Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B.
Correct. Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Tan of A plus B. Look at this. I am asking formulas from 10th standard level. Correct. Now in 11th standard what happens? You will have the same formula. When you go to 12th, this becomes inverse trigonometry. Correct. So what happens? If I ask you what is the formula for tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, this will be equal to what? Tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. That's it. 9th and 10th, I told you, if you have missed the flooded river or something like that, 10th में गोली मारा तो खत्म. ये सब आपको problem हो जाएगा. Same formulas. Okay, now tell me. Sine of 90 minus theta is equal to how much?
Cos
Theta. Cos 90 minus theta? Wait, yes, tell me, Saptami. Cos 90 minus theta? Minus sin theta is wrong.
Sin theta.
How many of you say sin theta or minus sin theta?
Sin theta.
Yes, Tejas, why you say sin theta?
Because first quadrant always be positive.
ASTC rule. Yes or no? 0 to 90. What happens? All angles are positive. Now those who are in 10th standard. Those who are in 10th standard, remember, you will have from 0 degree to 90 degree only. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है? Okay, so if you are getting heart attack when you do trigonometry between 0 to 90, imagine you will have cancer waiting here. ठीक है? All the disease waiting here, brain hemorrhage, okay, asthma, सब कुछ हो जाएगा 11th और 12th में. समझ आ रहा नहीं आ रहा है? Okay, तो ऐसे पढ़ना है. समझ में आया कि don't study for the sake of studying. Got the point? Fine. Saptami, you are wrong. Next, after that, what we have? So these are all three identities. Tell me, very important. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta, and 1 plus cos square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. So these are the three identities. Okay, then this is called as compound angle formulas. Okay, then you have sin 2a. What is the formula for sin 2a? 2 sin a into cos a. Next, sin 3a. 3 sin a minus 4 sin cube a. See, these are very basic formulas. ठीक है ना? In your exam, they will ask you a little higher. Next, 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. These are all angles lying in the first quadrant. So sin, cos, tan, ऐसा आएगा 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1. Now what is cos value here? You will write like this. Okay, so those who are in 10th standard or writing Agnipat, GD, Chota exams, definitely you have to by heart these values. ठीक है? But those who are writing NDA or something like that, your questions will be, what is sin 15? What is sin 36? Okay, what is sin 36? Something like that. Those who are writing CDS, how many of you are writing combined defense service? IMA. See, especially they have mentioned in UPSC, that notification. Those who are writing CDS IMA, 10th standard mathematics only. What they are asking? 10th standard mathematics only. Now you take 10th standard maths book, you start taking it, you will have only this angle 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. You are preparing, you by hearted these values, you go for exam, now they are asking sin 15, sin 36, sin 10. Now this was not available in this table. Now you got angry, you go and put case on it. Okay, case put either on the textbook I didn't get information. So what they are telling, 10th standard syllabus, what is the angle between 0 to 90? So 36 is between 0 to 90 or greater than 90? So even if you apply with some any strong lawyers, you will fail. That is what happens here. समझ में आ रहा है? Okay, so those who are writing NDA, this is very very basics. ये तो कुछ नहीं है. Don't think that if I know this value I am champ. That's wrong. If you know sin 15, sin 36, okay, those values, then only you are strong in your trigonometry. You got the point? Few years back, there was direct question, what is sin 15? What is sin 36? There was direct question. But now they are asking sin 36 plus cos 36, simplify. Okay, something beyond that they are asking. You got the point? Okay, trigonometry, then you have multiple and sub-multiple angles. Okay, all these formulas are there, you have to by heart it. Okay, then heights and distance, angle of elevation, angle of depression. Okay, that you should remember. Next, binomial theorem, 11th standard student. Okay, series, we'll do AP, GP first. Arithmetic progression. AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. Okay, what is A? The first term. What is D? The common difference. What is N? The number of terms. And AN is the nth term. Okay, then you have summation of series. Okay, both for AP, GP, ये सब करना है. Okay, उसके बाद में same chapter it will come in binomial theorem. Binomial theorem में TR plus 1. Write down the formula for TR plus 1. Yeah, anyone? NCR x to the power of n minus, yeah?
X to the power r, a power
x to the power of r, a to the power of, no, anything is same. I write x here, you write a here. Okay, rth term, the fifth term means you have to take r is equal to what? 4. समझ में आ रहा है? Seventh term मतलब r is equal to 6. Okay, this is binomial theorem. Then still there are many things. In binomial theory we should remember what is a middle term. Okay, then how many terms are there, and it depends on the power. Okay, so if it is n, the number of terms will be n plus 1. If it is odd and even, something like that. Okay, like this, x plus y to the power of n plus x minus y to the power of n. How many terms are there in this series? It depends on this, whether n is odd or n is even. This condition you should remember. Next, first is this number of terms. Then this, they may ask you independent of x term or r term, something like that. Just revise it. We have done these questions before. Okay, after binomial theorem you have complex number. In complex number what do you have? Conjugates. Correct. उसके बाद में आपको क्या you have to find amplitude, modulus. You know modulus? Okay, you have to just take the square roots of both real and imaginary. Okay, that you have to take it. Then you have argand. Okay, argand, z plus z. This is the notation of complex number, a plus ib. Correct. इसका बहुत सारा property है. It is unlimited. Okay, ये सब पढ़ लो. Okay, then what you have? Differentiation. Do you have chapters? Right. Okay, so formula for x to the power of n. Okay, then you have log x is equal to what? 1 by x. Okay, sin x is equal to cos x. Cos x is equal to minus sin x. Tan x is equal to secant square x. Secant x is equal to secant x into tan x. Okay, then cot x is equal to minus cosecant square x. Okay, so these are all formulas. Okay, a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of n into log a. Okay, this is the differentiation formula. Constant is 0. Then uv method, that is what? uv dash plus vu dash. Okay, product rule, then division rule. All this rule you should remember in the differentiation. Limits, maximum go with the L'Hospital rule. You know L'Hospital rule? 0 by 0, infinity by infinity, or 1 by 1. Make that. Okay, just check whether the question is satisfying that L'Hospital rule. Maximum limits में वही पूछता है. ठीक है? नहीं है तो भी, अगर नहीं है तो भी differentiation logic में तुम कर सकते हो. ठीक है? After limits you have after differentiation you have integration. You know integration formulas? Okay, that is a very big chapters. Integration, we'll do it. We'll do the revision once again. Okay, this is not a revision, just I'm giving an idea. So after that what chapters we have left? बस उतना ही 11th में क्या है? Permutation combination में कुछ नहीं है. NCR, then NPR, ये तो हमने किया हुआ है. N factorial by n minus r into r factorial. Okay, statistics में mean median mode देख के चले जाना. ठीक है? Okay, और कुछ है? Vectors में cosine rule and sine rule. हाँ, conic या? Conic section भी है. Conic section में okay हाँ. One big chapter remaining. Look here. In 10th standard you have distance formula, point chapter. Correct? What is the distance formula? Root of x2 minus x1 plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Okay, then section formula, midpoint formula, ये सब आपका 10th में हो गया है. Now in 11th what happens? Your chapter will start with circle. X square plus y square is equal to r square. Now suppose if the circle is like this, then equation become like this. Suppose if the circle is somewhere in different quadrant, then h comma k, the center of the circle becomes what? H comma k. So x minus h. What happens to the equation? X minus h the whole square, y minus k the whole square is equal to r square. Then for this also you have, suppose if direct equation is given. Okay, this like this, x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2hy plus c is equal to 0. This is the general equation. Okay, now this general equation will be given in your exam and they will ask you to find whether it is circle or whether it is parabola, ellipse or hyperbola. Now here what you should do, you have to apply a logic of b square minus 4ac. B square minus 4ac equal to 0, less than 0, greater than 0, like this you should confirm. Okay, first you should confirm with the circle, then you should go with this. Okay, then you have parabola. What is the formula for parabola? Y square is equal to 4ax. यहाँ पे maximum latest rectum से questions आएंगे. Okay, latest rectum is what? 2b square by A. Okay, now here you have focus. You have then eccentricity is not there for parabola. Directly focus you have. Okay. Then directrix, equation of directrix. Next you have ellipse. Okay, two types of ellipse. One is this and one is this. Okay, you have what? X square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. Okay, now here you have eccentricity formula, latest rectum formula, focus formula. Two focus will have a into e comma 0 plus or minus a into e comma 0. This is for this ellipse, and for this it will be 0 comma plus or minus a into e. Do you all understand? Like this your chapters will go on. Till today we haven't seen in this chapter conic section में parametric form अभी तक नहीं पूछा एनडीए में. पैरामीट्रिक फॉर्म cos थीटा sin थीटा फॉर्म्स में अभी तक नहीं पूछा है. सो दोज आर हमने भी नो पैरामीट्रिक फॉर्म मैंने सुना है 12th स्टैंडर्ड स्टूडेंट जो है या फिर जिसने बड़े बड़े एग्जाम के लिए तैयारी किया है सीईटी और बड़े बड़े जेई और समथिंग लाइक दैट उन्होंने सुना होगा पैरामीट्रिक फॉर्म क्योंकि उनके सिलेबस में वो है. ठीक है. सी इधर देखो. ओके वी आर स्टडीइंग हार्ड. ओके वी आर स्टडीइंग हार्ड. वी कवर्ड ऑल द सिलेबस and one day we decided we have completed all the books, we have completed all the syllabus is complete, I declared it. Syllabus is complete, I declared it. Imagine, it's a vast ocean. So the UPSC is not going to ask from here. They will not ask from here. They will ask from the end whether you have knowledge of everything. समझ में आया? Next, those are trying for JEE advance and all. जहाँ पे इधर का सिलेबस खत्म, वहां पे JEE के सिलेबस शुरू. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है? जहाँ पे इनका खत्म वहां से इनका शुरू. जहाँ पे मेरा क्लास खत्म मैंने बोला कि ओके इलिप्स पैराबोला खत्म, एडवांस में मेंस में डेफिनेटली पूछेगा. समझ में आ रहा है? सो दिस इज बेसिक्स फॉर देम. ये तो बेसिक्स है उनके लिए. ठीक है. और सोचो ये क्यों ऐसा पूछते हैं? व्हाई दे आस्क दिस? बिकॉज़ व्हेन यू गो इन इंजीनियरिंग इन आईआईटीज दिस इज फंडामेंटल्स फॉर देम. This is fundamentals for them. They will ask you more higher level questions in M1, M2 and all. Fine. So बस पैरामेट्रिक फॉर्म छोड़ दो. उसके बाद और कुछ बाकी है? नहीं है, right? Fine. अगर है तो we'll do it. Okay. This is how you are going to revise the whole mathematics. समझ में आ रहा है? Fine. चलो. Now we'll have a small group discussion. Those who are trying 10th वाले अपना होमवर्क करो. Okay. Rest of you will have a GD kind of thing. ठीक है?